Jem is my name, no one else is the same. Jem is my name. Jem.
I think I said the last episode that there's been very little in the realm of people nearly dying because of Misfits shenanigans, and that continues through this episode, but Misfits shenanigans nearly gives Jem a psychotic break. So a super fan of Jem, like many people, wants to know who Jem is. Who is she really? So he puts an ad out on the page. He's a rich dude, so he puts an ad in the paper. It says, anyone can figure out who she is. I'll give you lots and lots of money because I have lots and lots of money. So the Misfits go, ooh. And they say, all right, we have an idea as to how to figure out Jem's true identity. But it's going to take a lot of money to put this plan into action. And he says, okay. So the plan, you remember a couple episodes ago where Clash dressed up as Jem? And she had like some Mission Impossible mask that no one could tell that wasn't Jem. And I guess a voice changer too, so that she sounds like Jem. Well, now that that's been established, what the Misfits do is they use this guy's fortune to build an exact replica of the Starlight House and hire a bunch of actors to play all of the holograms and Rio and some of the Starlight kids and Video. And they basically pick Jem up at the airport and drive her to the fake place and throw her a surprise birthday party, even though it's not her birthday, because they don't know when it is. And they start doing all kinds of weird stuff to try and suss out who she really is. They send someone to the airport in a limo who leans out and says, hey, Kimber told me to pick you up for a surprise birthday party. And Jem says, it's not my birthday. Oh, that silly Kimber. All right, complete stranger, I'll get in the car with you. Gah. Jem, didn't you have a PSA last season warning kids not to get in the cars with strangers even if they tell you that they know your mom or something? He asks facetiously, because yes, you did, Jem. Yes, you did. So, but, you know, maybe the limo driver guy was an actor in a costume, so she recognized the guy. Yeah, that'll work. So, she gets taken to the place, and they're like, happy birthday! And she's like, I don't know what my birthday is. Oh, the limo driver says, well, when's your birthday? She's like, June 1st. He goes, you're a Gemini. Dual personality. So they might be able to figure out something from that. Well, that's weird. We know her birthday. Hey, it's Jerrica Benton's birthday, too. Weird. So they have, so Kimber goes up to her and she says, what do you mean it's not your birthday? Jem says, you of all people, she says, Kimber, my own sister should know when my birthday is. And fake Kimber says to her, okay, who is she? And I'll ask her. And she's like, what? Screw this, I'm going to sleep. And so she goes to sleep and has a nightmare and sings a song Nightmare, which is good. Which I had to rewind because I couldn't hear part of it because someone without a muffler was driving down the street outside. Harumph. And so fake Rio comes in. He's like, what's wrong, Jem? And she's like, it's weird because they don't know when my birthday is. It's like, well, maybe if you told the holograms who you are, if they knew, like I do. And she's like, you know? How do you know? And then she tries to rehearse with the holograms who don't know music. And then fake Jerrica walks in and she's like, and then she like runs to center. She just runs straight into the wall. Because you remember the Synergy mainframe is behind a fake holographic wall in the real house, which they don't, the Misfits fake house didn't know. So she just smacks into the wall and falls over. And so they make a fake hospital, and the actors are all surrounding her. It's like, hey, a bunch of actors kidnapped you, but they're gone now, so... Oh, well, that's great. I guess show's over, Synergy. But before that, the holograms went and asked Synergy, hey, where the hell's Jerrica? And Synergy says, she's been kidnapped and put into an exact replica of this house with a bunch of actors playing you guys, trying to figure out who she is. And all this time I was thinking, it's like, Synergy, you might want to, are you aware of what's going on? You might want to say something. Well, she is aware of what's going on, and the holograms ask her, hey, why don't you, give her a heads up? And she says, I'd really like to, but there's, cameras and recording devices all over, and I'm afraid if I say anything, they'll hear it. It's like, oh, okay. All right, 80s cartoon for children. I'll buy that one. That'll work. So they hop into the Glitter and Goldster. I like that name. That's almost certainly not the official name, but that's what I'm going to call it. So they hop into the Glitter and Goldster, and they go to the fake house, and they bust in, and before Jem reveals herself, they shoo out all the actors. And it's like... don't reveal your identity because there's one of the hidden cameras. And it's this gigantic 80s camera hanging from the ceiling because they didn't have really small cameras. So there's these giant damn cameras. Huh. Surprised I didn't notice those big damn things all over the place. Oh, they also had a great moment where Video comes over doing a Jem, this is your life type of video thing. With here's... a 3-year-old Jem, isn't she adorable? And Jem is like, what? And here's 8-year-old Jem. And Jem is, what? And here's Jem's mom. What? It's like, what? It's your mom. She's like, she looks like me. Yeah, it's your mom. What? So, Jem... They didn't almost kill Jem, but they nearly gave her a psychotic break, which was pretty damn funny to watch. So wrapping up, plan is foiled. They run out. The guy who commissioned it, who's the big fan, he's like, I'm really, really sorry. I'd like to sponsor your show and donate the proceeds to charity so that I'm using my money for something other than myself for once. And I really liked Jem's response. She says something, when he apologizes, she says something along the lines of, I'm not going to say it's okay, because it's not okay at all, but the honesty's appreciated. So, I like the fact that the writing kept that. It's like, oh, we're all friends. No, it's like, no, this is not okay. It's not okay. I walked into a wall. It's not okay. This song has this episode has 2 songs from the last season. Who Is She Anyway, which works quite well in this context, and I Believe in Happy Endings, which they think again a culture clash. It's something they were trying to play earlier. Not that matters, but only one original song, or one new song rather, in this episode. Nightmare. Well, it was a good one. So, all right, I have one more episode on this disc, but looking at the clock, I don't have time to watch it because I have to do a podcast, which I haven't prepped for, so I'm gonna have to completely wing it. Golly. I hope no one notices.
No name, no money.
Look, we rehearsed a long time for these roles, and you promised to pay us no matter what.
I had my fingers crossed.